The images that you see here are art pieces created by Valerie Tang, class of 20, and Alex Park, class of 21, part of the annual Art 600 exhibit, which had as its opening this past weekend in the Cochrane Sanctuary. With the aim to explore the relationship between nature and civilization, the exhibit showcased artwork from six seniors and 2 uppers.
Using natural objects such as branches and colored yarn, Tang created Inhale, Exhale, an interactive art piece exploring the feeling of serenity that comes with being in nature. Through her artwork, Tang examined Thomas Cochrane's original intentions behind creating the sanctuary. According to Tang, Cochrane has intended for the sanctuary to be a place for quiet reflection.
I think for my piece specifically, it really interacts with what is actually there. I wouldn't be able to hang up these strings in the Gulf Gallery. It's kind of like showing the connection between nature, and that's kind of what I want to show. And a lot of my pieces using natural materials like branches, and I'm using a tree stump that's already there. So I kind of wanted to allow people to experience being outdoors, especially because Ann Arbor students are so busy and we never get to appreciate the space that's actually always here.
While Tang's piece is comprised of mainly natural elements, other students such as Alex Park, 21, focused more on the contrast between man and nature, juxtaposing man-made materials with the surrounding scenery. Titled Gold's Allure, Park created a golden throne out of recycled wood and plastic figurines. Daniel Dominguez, class 21, commented on this contrast.
I definitely feel that the artificiality compared to the natural environment that it's in definitely has a stark contrast that sort of heightens your attention that you pay to it. If it was in sort of an industrial setting or even a museum setting, I for sure would not have noticed as much stuff. Due to the fact that it just stands out so much, one is forced to sort of look in detail at these things.
Hoban Chargilov, class of 21, centered his piece around mirrors, using reflection to place the viewer
in this industrial society.
To the event, Chargilov was not able to set up all of his work. However, he still hopes that his work will allow viewers to see themselves reflected in nature and inspire them to spend more time outdoors.
I feel like that in this industrial society that we have, people don't really get out that much. But I also feel like in order for people to truly understand the problem, they kind of have to put themselves in this situation, and I thought the best way was to have them reflected in the environment around them. So that's why I chose to use mirrors as my material. And if the project came out correct, it would have been 3 layers of mirrors hanging down by this fishing cord. And it's sort of like a perspective shifting sculpture. So standing from there, all the mirrors would have lined up, creating a shape in which you can see yourself in and kind of see yourself interacting with the environment. And then I thought from there, people would truly understand that this is our environment and this is our home and not necessarily something that we should be afraid of. So, yeah.
Deborah Pickering, instructor in French, appreciated the effort that students put into the exhibit, but believed that there wasn't enough publicity around it.
There are no signs saying this is come this way to the art exhibition, so students will have had to have read The Weekender and discover this place on their own, which I kind of think is good, because it has worked by word of mouth. But perhaps in the future there could be a sign at the entrance saying Art 600 exhibit here, and we'd get more students coming in, because it's a shame that students don't discover this place sometimes until they're in their final year at Phillips, and there's so much calm and zen to be found in the sanctuary. So yeah, it's a great idea. Maybe just a little bit more publicity would be great.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
The exhibits are usually left up in the sanctuary as long as possible, but due to rainy weather, they were taken down early this year, according to Alex Park, 21. This is Matthew Suri
And Bianca Rodriguez Pagano
reporting.